Hello there. Well, today I'm going to look at this reel of mine, which had a bail arm which was sticking. If you saw the last video, you'll see that I was having trouble with it while I was spinning. Well, I'll take the spool off. And then I need a slightly smaller screwdriver for here. This little plate, when this is removed, you can actually see some of the works. Now you can see there are two. This is for the bottom piece with the spring. Let's see, I think all it needs is lubrication. Well, I've also oiled the other side, and it does seem a lot better now. In fact, this was the problem. When I wound it, it wouldn't flick back right. So a little bit of oil, it is flicking back nicely. It was sticking halfway, and I was having to put the bail arm over always by hand. Now that looks quite good to me. I always like to have a bag like this for the reels. They're not very expensive, and I think it's really nice to be able to put a reel in a bag, keep it dust free, away from moisture. And I always like to label the reel as well, because I might have several reels. So there's my label: fixed spool reel with braided line. Well, I've got a couple of hours to spare, which is unusual, so I'm going to go down the river and try that reel out. And I'm just going to my new fishing cabinet, which I've just made. It's only quite small, but I managed to get all my fishing tackle inside there. Makes things a lot tidier as well. I don't get complaints about fishing tackle spreading around the house. I'm going to travel very light, just a few things. I'm using a little 7-foot spinning rod. It's actually telescopic spinning rod, but it seems to have got quite a nice action. Now I've got a homemade lure that I've used. I've made several homemade lures. I've never caught anything on them yet, but I live in hope. It floats and it dives, and I'm hoping to see just how it performs in the water. Anyway, we're going to try out this new reel. Well, I say new reel, a lubricated reel, and I think it'll be all right. Yes, the bail arm comes over exactly as you start to wind, very smooth. I'm quite pleased with it. The water is very coloured, and the river is quite high. We've had so much rain in the last few days. Now, you can see how coloured the water is, but you can just about see my homemade lure, and it does wiggle nicely in the water, very fish-like. All I need is a bit of luck. Well, it's lovely to see the wildflowers coming out. This is the celandine, one of the first of the early spring flowers. And I notice a lot of the wild garlic is showing, and I think in a few weeks or so these banks are going to be smothered with wild garlic and other wildflowers, of course. Now, I hope you enjoyed this little video. I'm going to leave you with a few sights of these debris dams, these natural woodland blockages, which In the past we would have removed these blockages, but it's far better to leave them in the river. They increase the biodiversity, they increase the fish life. All the invertebrates live on this dead wood, and it slows the river up, creates pools. Anyway, that's how we manage rivers now. This is a sign of good river management. Goodbye for now.